It's like, oh no, I know it's coming. That beer. That's gonna be. When I see that, it's gonna be like, wow. That's gonna like blow my mind because I'm gonna be like, this is a long time coming.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
Yeah.
I can't even say that no more. It's 2024 already. What's up with you, bro?
Hey, man. What's going on, man?
Nothing, man.
New year, some new shit. Like
absolutely. That. Today I have the one and only Cutty with me, man. Cutty. Cutty from Cutty
TV, baby.
Cutty of Cutty TV, Jersey We On, and so many other.
Oh, a whole bunch of places.
so many other things. But somebody that since I've been running around on lately in the last handful of years, I couldn't avoid until you got up and bounced to the West Coast on a nigga.
Yeah.
And you was out there for a little bit.
100%.
And you came back a whole nother new, improved, better man.
100%.
So we gotta catch up, man.
I'm sipping.
We gotta catch up. So you been good though?
100. Yo, life has been so amazing to the point of like I'm seeing it through a new lens now.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything that we go through is all for purpose, and it's just broadened my whole life.
Dope.
Literally,
so,
I'm loving it.
You started out here, media, promotions, networking, all of that stuff, and you picked up and you went to the West. You FIBO ass nigga. So what made you go West?
Expansion,
mm-hmm.
one. And then another reason people don't know, so in 2019, I lost a lot of people. So
mm-hmm.
I lost my mom, I lost my dad,
God bless him.
I lost my best friend. So
mm-hmm.
it was a hard year.
Right.
And it was so hard to the point where I was like, you know, how can I like turn this around to a point where I can see a positive? And
you need
something in my mind, you know, it was either my mom talking to me or my dad or somebody telling me like, well, you've always dreamt about going to the West Coast. It's the only thing you haven't done yet.
What you waiting on?
And I'm like, damn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at the price, and honestly, West Coast is honestly affordable. If you're thinking about going to the West Coast, start with Vegas.
I'm about to say, I always hear go to Vegas first.
Yeah. So
I always hear that.
Vegas is the most affordable place on the West Coast
mm-hmm.
out of every single West Coast state.
Yeah, so that's why everybody says that.
Yeah. Start there. We started in Vegas, and I was doing the same thing that I was doing out here, except connecting in with like new people. So I was doing new things. Like we did comedy shows in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
A little different from music,
yeah.
but it's still kind of the same element. You know, people still want to have a good time. People are going through stuff, and they want a place to decompress.
Mm-hmm. And there's a rhythm to it.
I seen a lot of different things out there for sure.
Dope. So I'm glad that you actually, because I didn't know whether to mention that or not, but around the time that you were leaving, I had known that you would dealt with these losses, and I was like, when you said, yo, I'm out, I'm like, you know what, I think that'd be good for him, but I was hoping that it was the right move for you for that moment, because you know, everything is for nothing's forever unless you want it to be. But I knew that you probably needed to wrap your head around some things, and I didn't want you to go out there and run into something that would spiral you.
Right.
But I saw as soon as you got out there, books and shit and vegan meals and everything started shifting, and it was looking real bright. But I'm also still on the other side of the country. So I'm glad to hear that all of that transition worked out well for you, man. That's
it was definitely. I would say the hardest thing was being in a new environment and not knowing nobody. Mm-hmm. Like, but for me it was easy because I'm coming from Jersey to Philly. You know, Philly's home for me now.
Right.
But at one point it wasn't. I've never even crossed that bridge. So that's kind of how I took Vegas, and that's kind of how I took Cali. Of, you know, if I could do it in Philly, I could do it in Vegas, and I can do it in California. But
that's what impressed me when I met you, was that you was from Jersey, but when I seen you hosting events, and when I seen you doing things in support of other people, it looked like you be here.
Yeah.
Like, not like be here, but like you, I would have never known that you went through the mental process of, damn, I'm not from there. You know what I mean? Because you seem so comfortable doing it. And then that's what was crazy about you going West, because it's like, you keep saying, I didn't know nobody, I had to meet people, but you didn't take long to start doing shit.
Nah, I didn't.
Like, you was productive from the gate. I feel like you went out there a month before you was talking about something on deck.
Yeah. Which was a blessing, which, I'm going to be honest, it all started with connections. I'm going to tell y'all right now, connections. So, I met my boy out there who was from the East Coast. He was out there for 2 weeks. He connected me in with one person. So Cutty. If y'all go check him out, he's a Las Vegas artist.
Dope.
I tapped in with him, and then Cutty opened the door for me. Like, he introduced me to this person. I met this person. I met this person. I was going to Cutty's video shoots. Like, I was in his studio sessions. Like, he really plugged me into the whole Vegas. So
dope.
After I met Cutty, everything just went up. Like,
look at God, man.
Yeah, for real.
That's
and
awesome.
Shout out to him too, cause he got dope music. He's like a independent artist, you know. He from Las Vegas, so it's cool to see like, damn, you from the, like, he ain't never even been to Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, damn, all right. So it was so cool seeing that and just seeing like their culture and how they do music and how they do shows. It was a whole different minefield.
It would have to be. I would imagine so. I always imagine that the West Coast is just so different in general, just because. I think so small as to, like, in Philly, when it gets hot outside for 3 to 4 months, it's different.
Yeah.
So to be somewhere where it's warm a majority of the year during the daytime, at least,
100%.
I would think that in itself is a culture's change anyway, because the people function different.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? We have a hibernation phase.
Yeah, there is no hibernation, which is like a good and bad thing, honestly. Because it's like you feel like you constantly have to work. Like in LA was the one place where I went there and I felt like every day I had to do something. And if you didn't, you was behind. Like, because everybody's out there always doing something new. Like, we could go to 50 Cent's party tomorrow and Soulja Boy's having a party the next day. Like, that 50 Cent party meant nothing. Like, that was like yesterday.
It's a blur.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So
it was another party. Nah, I see you tearing mansions up. Standing on stuff. I'm like, he think he me. Check him out.
Yeah, yo, shout out to the Viral Boys. Factory.
These are big facts. I'm not exaggerating. He was tearing
yo,
mansions up.
I'm telling you, yo, and I got it from Philly. So I took a lot of Philly with me back to LA when I was in Vegas. I was everywhere. I took Philly with me. I was jumping on couches. I was turning people up the same way I was hosting shows out here. I took that with me, and I ain't going there shy or nothing.
You had them saying Europe?
Oh, come on, man. I got them saying Europe. I got them saying John. I got them saying a whole bunch of things. I got them saying facts.
If you like the last performer, let me hear you say Europe. A bunch of LA dudes saying Europe back is classic. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Now we got a bunch of stuff on the table.
Yeah.
Break it down. To the people.
Let's start with the first one. So, How to Become the Perfect Artist, which is on Amazon right now. My #1 book. It went #1 in 24 hours. Bestseller. We got my second book officially out right now. Guppy went top 500 in the bestsellers list. The first 24 hours it came out. And in StudioView, you could book studio time anywhere in the country directly from your phone, officially on all Apple devices.
Congratulations, man. Yeah. And this was all done on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? You probably wind up in a conundrum, because you go out there to expand. Within expansion, you tackle things that you probably never thought you'd have time to do right now, or never even imagined yourself doing. And then you got to bring the shit back.
Yeah.
Like now, like you got roots down here that like need this love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 100%. You got to pop up and pull up and all of that with all of this.
With all of this. To show like what I did over there to bring it back home.
And not even to really show, but these are beneficial to the people. You know what I'm saying? This is studio time anywhere, everywhere. We all travel, run around, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't care if I'm on vacation. If I can get a couple hours in the booth,
why not?
And catch a vibe with something that I wouldn't have been able to vibe with, that's a blessing.
And then
that's part of my relaxation too.
And then you never know who you finna meet.
Yeah, I gotta meet a producer, an engineer, and an artist, at least 2 out of the 3.
Right.
I got to.
StudioView makes
just
that
to go to the
possible
studio.
now.
So that's dope. And then we talking about literature. You know what I'm saying? Which is the how to become the perfect artist.
Oh my God! Which I stand by that book 100%.
That's like Cliff Notes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a bunch of reading. It's only a few pages.
It's 40 pages.
So
easy.
The average person can read that
in like 3 days. If you read in 15 pages at a time, you finish it in 3 days. I could do 15 pages in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it ain't Moby Dick.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? You don't even gotta be sitting there dedicated to it. It's something just to get you sparking, to get you knowing like, oh, I could do this, and this. I'm on.
I like it, man. I like it. It's dope. But so what's the new plan since we back home? Besides turning up everything that you have going on, you got any new ideas for the East Coast that you can share with us?
Yeah, the East
Did
Coast.
you bring us some game back? We need some pimping.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of games. So honestly, I got a challenge for everybody. Within the new year, I want everybody to write a book. So I got 2 books in front of me. It was a real simple process, which I can teach you. You can DM me on IG, Twitter, whatever, Facebook, however you know me. I challenge everybody to write a book on the knowledge that you got. You know what I mean? Especially you. Like, you're so knowledgeable. Like, people want to know the knowledge that you got.
But I got you.
I know.
I ain't making no excuses.
We want it in book form.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because books is forever. Books can't be deleted. Books is going to be sitting inside of a library one day. Yeah. So I think it's very beneficial for myself and all of my peers to take our knowledge and put it into a book.
It'd be nice to see that on a coffee table somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That name on the thing. You know what I mean?
Right there. You know what I'm saying?
I might make it where they might even want it in the dentist's office.
Come on. So
no, I think that's a good challenge. I respect it. Truthfully, I got a script I'm supposed to have written by now, but I technically wrote it.
Okay.
Because it's a breakdown of one of my records, which is like all I got to do is rewrite what I already wrote, like just space it out and put names in front of mine. So like that's not a big deal. But I planned on getting to the book phase also. But I was starting. Shout out to McBride Stories. I was starting with a children's book through my man Head McBride. But it got postponed because his thing picked up. They put out 100 and something books in less than 10 years. Oh, wow. With a lot of big names in entertainment and sports. So yeah, they got well,
shout out to them.
A bunch of dope people. Facts. So that was my first thing. So that's what I was thinking about. I wrapped my head around what that would be. And I'm still waiting on that opportunity to handle that. But I could do something else in the meanwhile. Yeah,
because Guppy's my first kids book. I ain't never think I was going to go to a kids route. But then I kind of always thought about it as kids are so important. Why wouldn't you make a kids book? Like, it's simple. It's a real story of just chasing your dreams to me. Like, everybody has something inside of their life that kind of turns that switch for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got this big dream that they want to go after, and they might have people around them that don't see it, and something happens inside of your life that makes you just, nah, I'm doing it. To either prove somebody wrong or to prove it to yourself, whatever reason, that we all got dreams. So
it's funny.
That's what that book is.
I'm reading the first page, and it's a children's book that says Guppy, written by Cutty. Yeah. It sounds like who your children's book is supposed to be written by. Like, it's not supposed to be like this elaborate name, like where your age hemisphere. Like, no, like nah. But what's the age group for this book?
I would say the age group for that is 4 to 12. Yeah, so 4 to 12. After 12, you probably you're a little older, so you probably go for the How to Become a Perfect Artist because you're ready to dive into music, you know what I mean? Or
Cutty will write you a transition book because he got time now. Yeah. Cutty got to write another book. He gonna get
I definitely got another book coming for sure.
Dope. You already started on it?
Yeah, I can't say it, but it's
that's
coming.
cool. That's cool.
That definitely
How far are we?
A good one. We still in the beginning phase. Of writing. I'm still writing.
Okay.
I'm still in the first couple chapters. But it's definitely coming. Books to me are important because it's sharing knowledge that could go and touch anybody. You know, a lot of different people be buying books, not just a certain demographic or not a certain genre.
That's why I was walking back my original statement about I do this, because the first thing I thought was, books reach a whole nother thing. Like, so I ain't want to, you know what I mean? For the sake of comedy, I ain't want that to go out to the people that way because that would have been ignorant. But yeah,
I mean,
I feel you. No, but you did right. They do reach a different amount, and I mean, book culture in itself. If people really take it back to what it's supposed to be, the reason that there are book clubs and things like that is when you read a good book, you put somebody else on, you share it with them, you trade books. You know what I mean? It's a whole thing to it, to where you build. Somebody sees your interest and they give you something else that might add on to that. And it expands you. Give you something to do. And a lot of you people don't know how to sit still. You need a book.
Yeah. And man, I ain't even gonna lie, I feel good because I'm a #1 book writer, so I'm gonna talk my shit every day, and I'm gonna tell everybody to write a book, because if I could do it,
for the chain,
then everybody
should say that on the chain. You should have a quill. Get you a quill that say #1 on it.
Yeah, because that, I ain't even like, that joint was crazy. Like, when I went to my book and that joint say #1 new release, you go to the bestsellers #1, it's like, yo, Like, I wrote that book and it went #1. It impacted that many people that fast.
But you said, it says how to become the perfect artist. And that's interesting to people. That's in it. And like I said, it's a short read. So then it's like, well, shit, I could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could do that.
And there's so many gems in it, and it touches so many subjects, like recording, like beats. Like, some people, like, they do the YouTube beats and they don't think about the repercussions that come with it.
Bro.
Like, it's explained inside that book. Like, even promotion, like how you get thousands of streams, how people would get all of these monthly listeners, how all of that is possible for yourself to do. Like, you could put yourself out there. It's very, very easy. You just gotta know the tools that are in front of you, because they all in front of you. They're literally put it in front of your face every time you go on YouTube, every time you go on Google, every time you look for something. It's put in front of your face on your music should be right here.
Yeah.
So it's all inside of that book.
Dope. So back to the future plans.
Yeah.
So we you said you was gonna expand this stuff.
100%.
You said you starting a challenge.
100%.
And what after the challenge? What's besides the challenge?
And
the
then,
challenge is gonna be easy for you. You got a big network.
Of course.
Once you put the word out, motherfuckers is gonna start.
So I want to do this. I want to do this studio lock-in tour. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna
studio lock-in tour.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I know, but listen to me. So we want to do.
I'm here.
50 studios, every state. So one studio in every state. You get a bunch of artists. You know, you lock in for 12 hours. You feel what I'm saying? Studio lock-in, courtesy of StudioView. You can book that studio on StudioView. That's the whole purpose of it. But just to bring artists together, because the show thing for me is like cool, but where I'm at in this plateau, I kind of want to ride my wave and create something new while I got the buzz. So while I got it, I was thinking, you know, we used to do studio lock-ins back in Philly, back on Tioga, and they were so successful because there were so many different people walking through them rooms. That
yeah, you know, that's my whole thing.
Yeah, when you got a 12-hour block, bro, and you doing it through the night, people are up. Like, people want something to do. If they can come to the studio and record real quick, they'll come. So you'll never know who's gonna come.
Exactly.
So just opening up that platform and just making that happen. So if you're a studio out there and you want to get involved, man, hit me.
So 50 states, one studio per state.
Yeah.
And who's going to these studios? You?
Yeah.
And you taking artists with you, or every studio you going to is going to be a different group of people?
We would like for it to be that state. That state's people coming to that studio. One, to help that studio get discovered. That's one part of it. It's the whole purpose of it to help these artists build a relationship with that studio, so that you can hear this. You can hear the sound quality. You can picture yourself recording inside of that studio, because it's a 12-hour block. So you can come in, you can spend an hour in, or you can spend the whole 12 in, and really see how it would feel if you bought a 12-hour block and you was locked in here, and how it would feel. So you know, they always say it's better to give a sample before a sale, because you know, if a person could try something and they like it, then they're more willing to buy it. So I think that's important. You know, bring an artist, let them, you know, do their art, just giving them an opportunity inside of their city, a place that they might not know about. It's a lot of studios that are just gems inside of the wall that people do not know about. Absolutely. And they nice. And it's not like they $75 an hour. They be $50 an hour, $45 an hour. So if we can get that studio open to a bunch of artists, bringing a bunch of artists together. Again, a lot of these artists don't know each other. There's a lot of talented artists inside of the city that could be making music together, that if we can get them all in one room, it could happen. So just opening up that vision, and whatever else comes from it, you know what I mean? If we get sponsors, cool, whatever. But the main purpose is really to get studios exposure and to get artists together.
Yeah, well, there's a whole rollout after you do that too, but I'm sure that you already thought about that.
Yeah.
Gotta do something with the music.
Yeah. Of course.
So we're not going to do too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's a good idea, and I think it's perfect for the app. I think I couldn't think of something that makes more sense for the app as like a big move. You know what I mean? Now, of course, you're gonna go wherever that has the right kind of crowd and get your word out personally. Yeah. But as far as the artist side of like, no, let me show you, this is how you book it through the app. This is where it's going to take you to, and this is what you're going to deal with, and this is how we carry it. And look, there goes Bruno Brown. There goes, you know what I'm saying? Get busy.
Yeah, bada boom, bada bang. Like, these people you might have ran past and never had a chance to talk with, and now you can.
I like that. How how do the artists get chosen per se? Have you gotten that far?
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Cause I know you.
Yeah.
You fuck around, set out a blast to 30 people with 22 with you.
And then I got certain people in select cities that are coming through. So yeah, I want to make sure everything venue wise is set out, because they're gonna come through and the people are gonna have a good time for sure.
Then it'll build itself that way. Then if you already got specific artists in quite a few cities, then
100%. At
makes
least,
it way easier.
At least 10 cities, we got at least one specific person that was like, yeah, I want to make sure when that's rolling, I'm there.
I'm intrigued by this. When does it start?
We want to start it as soon as possible. So.
As soon as possible.
You know what I mean? Studios hit me.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Cause I know a lot of states, but I don't know all 50.
Right.
So
right.
The bigger the network, the better the opportunity that it gets done.
Yeah, reach out to Cutty because he ain't playing.
Even the app, the app took 2 years to make. Like, it was a whole process to get this app done, even from the idea, trying to get people to visualize booking studio time from their phone. Like, even throwing that idea at people, like, this has never been done. So they look at it as like, well, people can just call studios, or you could just email, or most people don't record at different studios, but a lot of artists do. A lot of artists are on the road and they want to book studio time, or a lot of artists are in their own city and their studio time is playing and they need somewhere else to go real quick.
I mean, when I first started recording, I went to damn near every studio in the city, from C's and them to Raziac to Batcave. Like, I've been from one end of the you know what I mean, and all quality studios. But it took me a while to find my comfort zone, where I could smoke how I want to smoke, where I can get in the zone I want to get into, who I can communicate with, you know what I mean? And I wound up staying at Raziac for a few years, and then shout out to Ace the Chemist in 1122.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ace for sure.
That Ace shit just different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on.
Rest in peace, Faust, because that was my other producer, so Ace was right on time.
Ace just did the TLA, so I just got to put that out there.
Him and Ness, I heard they did their thing.
Yeah.
I actually
E-NESS been ripping the city for a long time though. But lately, if y'all haven't given E-NESS his flowers, then I don't know what y'all doing.
This last 2-3 year run he's been on, is stupid, and I don't think people realize.
I think he's still on a 10-year run to me. He going into like his 11th year.
But lately,
this joint been a decade.
You know how many
long.
new songs he has right now that people ain't heard yet? You know what I mean? Different vibes of songs. Like, he's writing like R&B joints. Like,
yeah,
he's drawing. Then he puts out a freestyle.
Cheesecake out there.
Put out a freestyle every 3 days. He got a cheesecake.
Yeah.
He battles every other week.
Facts.
Sometimes every week, depending on what month it is.
Facts.
Like, I don't know whose brain has to work as hard at being a personality and a lyricist in this city than Ness right now, yo. So salute to the big homie, because
Ness super got it.
He deserves everything he's getting right now. He's been getting a lot of good looks lately.
Yeah, he has.
You know what I'm saying? He's been around them folks. He's been on them stations like he deserved to
100%.
be. And that tells you something. You know what I mean? Because Ness could have took his wins and losses and said, man, fuck that shit. Or said, well, this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going to be at. Ness kept fighting. Yeah. He kept rumbling.
And he
kept
just
putting
did
people in positions to win. I love it, man.
He just did the Meek Mill concert with Meek. He was backstage with Meek.
Yeah, he was back. I was about to say he didn't
which was
perform,
fire. Meek, opening up, you know what I'm saying? Because he the OG for real. Like, Ness
and Meek
the OG.
literally gave him his flowers.
Like, you know what I mean? So that's valid. Like, I love to see that fulfilling.
But that's how hard he go. Even if you watch that video, Ness is spitting so hard. Meek is holding the flower like, and Ness don't even see it.
Right.
This big ass purple ass flower. Ness is so in,
because he in a zone.
Go mode.
He locked in.
It's like, yo, that's why he is who he is.
Yeah, he's different.
He hits that button. You know what I'm saying? You know how you drive it and then you hit the button. And once you hit the button, we got the. It ain't no looking left or right. We right here with it. Like, he hits that button, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a skill set and a work ethic that when they come together, beautiful things happen for you. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You go one without the other ain't shit.
Nah, hell nah.
You can make some leeway, but you don't get 20 years. Of doing what without both. So.
Nah, hell nah. So shout out to Ness for sure.
I'm glad you brought that up though. Who is one of the people that when you got to Philly like inspired you the most, like to like be like, yo, if I'm gonna do it like that?
Let me see. My nigga Sammie, for sure. Hold up. Feel me? Gotta get my nigga Sammie his flowers on his show. As soon as he said that, I'm like, yeah, my nigga said, nah. Cause I met you at Glockaware. You gotta think, I met you in a whole different lens. So I'm looking at him like, damn, yo, my boy on the. Cause shout out to Glockaware. Glockaware is the #1 internet radio station in Philadelphia. You feel what I'm saying? So when I was up in there at Glockaware, I seen you. I'm like, damn, I'm in the #1 station. He probably like the #1 host or something. Cause you mad active. The show mad lit. It's on Fridays. You feel me? Flyboy Fridays. I'm like, damn, this joint is mad lit. I need to get as lit as this. You feel me? Like every Friday from 4 to 6, I need to be sitting here on this platform, being here in some way, or if not, just watching on YouTube. Because it's live, right?
Yeah.
It's live on YouTube, on the Glockaware YouTube. So that's where I should be at. If I'm not there, at least watching. Yeah. So shout out to Glockaware.
Nah, I appreciate
shout out to Flyboy Fridays. Shout out to Sammie. But let's see. Missy Porter, cause Missy be moving.
Missy a worker.
Shout out to Missy. Missy definitely be doing a lot of shit. She definitely done plugged me into a lot of things. I would have never met TAYROC if it wasn't for Missy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Technically, I guess it was because of Missy. I went to A Studio and he was there. Yeah.
So you feel me? Missy definitely got her ones and twos in, and 87, so Rick Danes definitely put me in a powerful position that definitely changed my whole life. So,
but I think that was a good time for them. It was a few of y'all that was with them at that time that turned them up a little bit because y'all was so on it. Like y'all had the energy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. To where like when hip hop since 1987 started spreading out, y'all was here running.
100%.
And I feel like they didn't really have to check. They just had to keep up with y'all. They going out tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we outside for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't like
you send me that invite, I'm gonna be there.
No, I feel like y'all
and Dane's done set it up. You feel me? He gonna send you that text when
and hip hop since 1987 is a consistent platform. But the energy that they had when y'all was running around, bro,
100%.
It was a great group, man. It was a great group. Y'all gonna look back at that and it's gonna look, because everybody's gonna reach they plateaus and they mountains and hills. Yeah, y'all gonna be like, yo, all of us used to be at. I
already be like, I was on the West Coast thinking about that shit. Like, damn, y'all remember? Yeah, we used to be doing all of that. Like, yeah, that was an amazing time. That whole thing set me up for LA. When I was in LA, I had the experience. I know how to move with the right people. I could read a person, you know what I'm saying? Because I was in different experiences that taught me different things. So I knew how to be around people that was going to level me up and people that was going to put me down. I was just like, nah, I ain't even fucking with you. Because I had that experience. So that shit definitely changed me for sure.
No, that's dope and it's a blessing. But I just thought about it. I'm like, no, it was different. Because even like when everybody went on and did what they did, I was like, damn, I don't see them around like that. Yeah. But the reports keep coming up, the articles keep, so somebody in the room, I just don't know who they are.
100%.
Like I do y'all.
But shout out to the Battle Academy though.
Salute the Battle Academy.
Shout out to the Battle Academy.
And salute to TAYROC for giving them their first 1 million view battle.
Yeah, come on, yo, y'all. So
that stuff is monumental.
Besides Sue Surf, because you know Jersey, TAYROC, I can't even do that. TAYROC is the best battle rapper, bro. Come on, bro. To me, to everybody else, everybody else had an opinion. I don't care. I'm telling y'all my opinion, and my opinion is TAYROC is the best battle rapper. Period.
I think that TAYROC's argument for being the best battle rapper is damn near stronger than anybody else's.
Yeah, because it's
like just as far as like resume and record and consistency and like the energy and like he sounds like URL battle rap when he raps.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to take that away from him. But I just watched Charlie Clips again this last weekend, man.
That's a lot of people that's pretty impressive. I ain't even gonna lie. It's a lot of people that's pretty impressive that's on the list.
I'm not mad at your rock.
That's consistent, that does a lot. But
I never even had like somebody that I put in that one spot. But this last Charlie Clips show was just like, yo, he can't keep doing this, man.
Bruh, like, my boy Rock is still doing it. Yo.
No, I like Rock. Rock is dope. Rock is fire.
Shout out to TAYROC.
But like I say, most consistent battle rapper ever.
Y'all know what's going on.
Most consistent battle rapper ever. Like ever. And that's where Clips loses at, because Clips had those moments where he was
he be chilling,
mailing it in or not having a third.
And mind you, all that count.
No, it does.
To me, all that count. You got to count for all of that.
That's why I respect your vote. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the logistics of it. It's like, no, Rock different. Rock is different. He put that work in. Yeah. And he showed Ace the Chemist love. And,
Facts.
And that's a big fucking deal because they be damn near going viral together on them clips.
Yeah. Because I know
clips.
They made my top 10 indie music video countdown. So,
oh word!
Yeah,
what genre was it?
It was episode 2, season 2.
What song was it?
They number 8. They the
50. What is it?
The Rest in Peace. Nigga, rest in peace. Yeah, so shout out to TAYROC and shout out to Ace. Yeah.
I know that joint.
See, yo, we that platform, yo, Cutty TV. You feel we be on. I already knew, like, yo, Ace is fire. Ace bars. Ace is slept on. I don't know why Ace not bigger than what he is. Ace is slept on. He got bars.
Because he's too humble. He's very versatile.
Yeah, Ace is mad humble.
He's very versatile. He's very talented.
He do be talking his shit though.
And like, bro, he's singing my hooks.
The TLA, yeah.
Like, he's singing on my hooks, and I'm like, why don't you sing more often? And he's like, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear me on. I'm like, who voted? Like, if they heard you sing this shit, they gonna want to hear you do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you bodied that. Like, that was like effortless. Like, we cheating. Right. We can spend 15 more minutes and make some real intricate shit. Like, really play the game. But that's his humbleness. Yeah. Cause he'll give it to somebody else first. Like, no, but that's what they do.
Exactly.
And
I was
that's
just about to say that
that's
there. Like, artists like to like, nah, I don't want to, you know, cause either they peoples do that. I don't want to step on his lane. I don't want to start taking that vote. Like.
And he already has the production and the engineering, and he's an artist. But it's like, bro, you are dangerous. He's a Swiss Army knife on some real shit.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I like when he get them kind of looks. I like when Ness is in there getting busy with him, like just like the TLA joint. Like, first thing I seen, it was like, yo, Ness performing now. I look at my phone, I see Ness, I see Ace. Yeah. I'm like, word. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Need them looks. That's gonna bring him to where you talking about.
100%.
Because you're going to want that again and again and again. That's a sold out TLA crowd, man. We from here. Yeah. No matter you from across the bridge or down the turnpike, you from here. Like, like TLA means something. Yeah. It's a big deal. You know what I mean? Shout out to Authentic Bars.
The goal would to be a Cutty TV show at the TLA.
Cutty TV, Font Production, we can do it. Yeah. We can figure it out. That's not, and the crazy thing is, my only hang up with the TLA was for a little while they was doing finicky business. So if I see a couple things flush through them and I don't hear no feedback, I'm willing to try it with you. Yeah. If you want to make it happen, we can put our situations together and figure it out.
Yeah, cause who is your damn. Should I do this to you? I don't know, cause I'm a little drunk and I want to ask you this question, drunk. But it's
you
a little
making excuses for that little sip of cognac. Go ahead, man.
Who's your top 5 like right now? Underground, of course, not like
locally.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You know I'm gonna ask you.
It's really rough for me.
Cause I've been watching Philly. You know I'm always tapped in with Philly.
What's underground? Is Suzanne Christine underground?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's still. I mean, she's just like high level underground.
Then she gotta go first. Like I can't.
She like the queen bee of underground.
That
you
run
feel
she's
me?
been having lately is phenomenal, and you know we've always supported her, and she's always supported us. Del P.
Del P's fire.
You know what I'm saying? And he's having a great one. As a hip hop, as an MC and an underground dude, like, come on, man. Black Thought know who you are. Like, it's different now for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see that. Mad Squabbles, the youngin. Okay. He's still one of my favorites. I want to. He's had peaks and valleys. You know what I mean? But I don't know what he's doing right now. I'm waiting to see something else from Squabbles. But Squabbles is. Like, what he say? I'm the kid that was born in 98 that sound like 98. Like, it's so scary when you're doing that at 15 and 16. Right. Like, I gotta see. He's 16? That's how old he was when he said that.
Okay, I was about to say.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like now he's 20-something. Okay. But it's like crazy. Rhythm HB. Heavy on the Rhythm HB. That's little sis. I put you on the HB. Okay. She just dropped the project. 5th. I'm trying to think of who my 5th would be. Huh?
I was just thinking about him.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Son.
Yeah, cause he been moving.
And you know why? Cause I've been fully invested in Son before I was invested in Son, and I've invested in Son, but I've never been able to. You know how you know somebody deserves something, and it's like, well, we're gonna help you get to the point that they help you get to that point. Right. He's at that point now without our help. You know what I'm saying? Which is He was gonna get it either way.
Yeah.
But it was like the things that we wanted for him, I see him doing now.
Right.
And that's just fucking that makes me feel great.
And
because he deserves it too.
And he's consistent too.
But he was always consistent, and he saw a lot of his peers get looks before him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, quote unquote looks, because some things are short lived and some things look like more than they are.
Right.
But I think his timing and his trajectory and his where he's at now is perfect for his artistry.
Right.
Because he's been consistent since he was 14. You see what I'm saying? Like, we from the same neighborhood. We from blocks away from each other. Like, I've known him forever.
But then he like switched his name though, right? That's
he used to be Bills.
Yeah, I know. That's what kind of.
He used to be Bills.
So hold on, wait. Can we talk about that just to get on a topic?
No, go ahead.
So how difficult is it for when you come into the game with one name and then you switch your name?
Then you have to have a moniker like Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool. It's like, nah. But it's literally why I got that shit.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's not that difficult. It depends. Because ultimately, how much traction have you made under one name before you switch to another name? And then sometimes, like with my names, it was one of those things where they were for different purposes. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Barstool Rube was the personality, but it don't really go good on a baby tee.
Right.
So Sippin' with Sammie or Sam Malone even, but Sippin' goes good on a baby tee. I put a bottle and put Sippin' on it.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Comical shit. Okay,
so it's like,
it's
different, but you can't do that with Barstool on everything. So at some point, all of my names merged because it's like we just marketing anyway.
Right.
But in music, it started turning into certain kind of vibes with certain kind of alter egos. You see what I'm saying? Like when I say Ruger, I'm on my shit.
Yeah, you want some like real rapping shit.
Like like when I'm Barstool, you know what I mean? That's we clubbing, we partying.
Right.
It's different. But all of them is me, and there's 18 more names that if I go somewhere, people gonna call me.
Right, they gonna call you some whole other shit.
I was just at an ugly sweater party this weekend, and my man was trying to get my attention, and he called me about 4 names before I looked up, and he was like, "Bro, what I'm supposed to call you?" I'm like, "I didn't hear you."
Yeah,
like it's a party.
That would be like
hear you.
That would be like my only thing that I would say that's difficult. So ever since I came in, like my thing is to remain the same. Like if I change my name, I'm like I don't even want to do that no more. Like we're doing completely something else.
But it still becomes like a nickname, right?
Yeah.
When you have multiple, because the only thing everybody remembers is Sippin' with Sammie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like that took over.
I feel like the Sippin' with Sammie is your brand.
That took over.
Yeah.
So it became that. But it was like we was just throwing darts and I was just saying what my friends was calling me.
Right.
Because everybody was calling me different shit. You see what
so
I'm
now, what would you go by artist-wise? So if you were doing a show, somebody had to introduce you, what are you telling them to say?
If I'm getting introduced to a stage, Sippin' with Sammie fits better because it builds intrigue.
Okay.
Like, why is he sipping with Sammie? Like, what kind of name is that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's so crazy that like nobody makes up Sam Malone.
Right, because that's your Spotify, right?
That's my
So how would they find you on Spotify though?
Both.
Okay.
Both. They come up under both. But the twist is, it's like Sam Malone ain't my government.
Right. Yeah, well, of course.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you just get used to it. None of my family calls me by my government. They all call me by nicknames.
Right.
My mom don't call me by the name she named me.
My mom fucking.
My grandmom neither.
My grandmom calls my name. I'd be like, yo, we ain't doing that.
And I'm a Gemini.
Alright, chill with all that. Alright, so you think it's doable though? I think it would be a little hard because I feel like if you coming up as one name and then now you're like changing to this whole other name on some like real solid, like you completely dropping the Sippin' with Sammie and just going with something else.
At this point, it would be asinine. It's too much stuff under Sippin' with Sammie that's out there that's not going on. But if I didn't get to this point, if it was when these names originally came about before I was a media personality and an artist and a this and a that, you know what I mean? Because that's what made it where there's so much stuff out there now under that name. Right. Before that, it was just a few songs. It wouldn't have made no difference at that point.
So what if somebody come up, so I'm about to fuck you up now. Because this business, this regular business. What if somebody come up and be like, all right, we got whatever you need for a different name.
What? Like, you want to introduce me as Sam Malone because SippinwitSammie don't sound right?
Possibly.
It's my name. I'm good with all my names.
But they tell you to change everything, like music wise, like the show name.
What kind of money we talking about?
Big money. No, it's gonna be big.
This is what we talking about.
But you gotta change everything though.
Well, I mean, I saw Crack go to Petey for the right reason. He's still Crack.
Yeah, that's true.
He's still Crack. Like, we still know, like, that's Petey Crack.
Yeah.
We knew Petey was a play. I didn't like the fact that he just repeated his name, but I mean, shit, if you ain't want to change your name, it's like, well, just put Petey twice and get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's how that happened. The label was like, all right, we gonna pay this. You want a Neo hit? Right. Oh, we out of here.
Right.
Like, I'm taking that chance. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know too much about prior business to let something go because I'm holding on to something that I can get back, or that I'm gonna still hold on, that I'm gonna still have. You know what I'm saying? If Jay-Z is walking into meetings at Sean Carter, they still telling their peoples, I just had a meeting with Jay-Z.
Yeah, they
still are, because that's the name that matters.
That's the branded one for sure.
Think about it.
Yeah.
He wants to be Sean Carter. With the suit on, he's Sean.
Yeah, he's Sean.
But when he trying
walking at me,
they not
like Jay-Z.
They not texting the wife Sean Carter. She gonna be like, who the hell is Sean?
My name is Sean. My name is Sean Carter.
You got 70-year-old white men like, I'm sitting with Hova now. You know what I mean? That's different.
Oh yeah, because Jay-Z kind of got like multiple names. Yeah.
I mean, Puff. Diddy.
Yeah, Puff.
Love.
Yeah.
He run around saying, call me Love.
Yeah, facts.
Bro,
but he's at he's on some like multi-different, like, I would say personality shit too, because Love, I feel like, is a whole new unlock of Diddy. Like, he's a whole new person.
I saw something today that said you could tell how old somebody is by what they call Diddy. They said it's like rings on a tree stump. He's had that many names and that many generations that they said that you could judge a person's age by what they call Diddy, and that's true.
Yeah, let me see. He got Puff. He got Diddy. He got P Diddy.
He was Puffy.
He got Sean John.
Hold up, Puffy.
Oh yeah,
Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Diddy. Now go.
And then Love.
There's 4 before yours.
and then he's Love now, right?
He's Love now, but he's been all type of. He's been everything, and the crazy thing is, I remember.
I feel like they all kind of still on the same task though. Like P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puff.
SippinwitSammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Root.
That's it.
No, it's the same thing though. Like, it's the same thing. Like, they still along the same lines.
Yeah.
So it's like people gonna say, but and another thing that I benefit from that I probably take for granted, my voice and my image and my likeness is very recognizable.
Facts.
The hair and my tone are just. They're recognizable.
Yeah, like that's your image.
More so than I really wanted them to be. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's good though.
When I was trying to be low key.
Right.
Now I gotta take advantage of it.
Yeah, because that's your look, and you gotta like embrace and love your look. Like, this is that SippinwitSammie.
I had no problem with the look, but you know how sometimes like there's a lot of people that I know I've met before, but I can't really place them. Everybody remembers me because the hair. It's like, oh no, that's the boy. Like, I don't think it's him. He also has the fucking hair. That's him.
Yeah, like, even if they don't know like what you do, they be like, nah, he had the hair, he had the mic, he was standing next to the cameras. Like,
that looked like that gotta be the guy. And I'm not famous, but it's like I've been to a club.
Nah, you are famous though.
I've been to a club one time and I was talking to somebody.
He's definitely famous.
3 or 4 people in a row walked past and was like, the reason they were going to hug me wasn't because we were the type to hug each other. It was because they realized they just walked past me and now they feel like, oh shit, let me show him love because I might need this motherfucker. It was weird, bro.
Brother.
Because I wasn't that brown with them. Like, I'm holding my hand out. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it literally happened 3 times in a row before I finished the conversation at a club. I was at Voltage.
It could be the impact that you leave with people.
I don't fault it. I'm not against it. It takes getting used to.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It takes getting used to.
Yeah.
I've done a lot in my life. I don't know where people recognize me.
Yeah, see, I'm like 3 years into the whole fame thing. And the first like year was like, no, for real. I remember her first time coming to Philly. I was walking across the street and this guy had stopped me in the middle of the street. He was like, yo, you're Cutty from Instagram, da-da-da. I don't know how he like knew me or like whatever, and it was like so weird because I'm like with my girl, like I'm trying to go get something to eat, like I don't know what we in Philly, like we on South Street at that, like why are you running up on me like that? But now that I'm like 3 years in, I'm at a position where it's like everything that we're doing is to a point of we're like impacting somebody. Like you don't know how many people that you impact. You feel me?
And that's the problem.
So when people see you, they just get so inspired by that impact that you've been leaving on them that they just like unload it.
They don't comment. They don't say nothing until they see you. Yeah. And so it's hard to know who's seeing what. Like I was I say this all the time. I was going to Jamaican store one time uptown. Yeah. And I'm walking in the Jamaican store and I'm probably on some whole bum shit because I'm just running around the corner. And I remember motherfucker yelling, "Flyboy, Flyboy, yo, Flyboy!" And I had Brandon to think there, though. Like, oh shit, that's me. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's now Brandon. I'm looking at my sneaks like, oh, am I living up to my
right? Like, am I living up to my expectations?
But and also like I had an ex years ago that said, you know somebody everywhere we go, and ever since she said it, she was 30 for 30. Like we couldn't go anywhere, and now that has like quadrupled because that was before I was media. Right. You see what I'm saying? The media network puts you around so many fucking lanes of people just crazy. Different but like kind I say, of groups, it just everything. Be taking getting used to. Like it really takes getting used to. Like I really can't leave the house without getting dressed no more. Yeah, nah, it's over. Like it's over for that. Fuck not being dressed. I need to have my brand on. Yeah. Like I can't even like. There's no point in just trying to be low. Might as well wear the Sam Dana. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's all the now you got to think about it as your legacy. Now it's all the legacy thing now. Well, all of this is so legacy. Every day is a purposeful day. It ain't no day that's going to waste. Because somebody gonna see you and gonna want to talk about something that's going. All right, I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that. So you might as well just be ready for that. But you famous. I'm not famous yet.
Nah, moving to LA, I've been around some famous ass people, and I am damn near where they're at, but I told you. I just feel like you're like in Philly, like everybody knows you. Like you're like being mad humble right now, but you're mad famous. No, I love like you've done a lot. Like, and I'm gonna give you your flowers because I'm on your platform. I can see you face to face. I wish I had flowers on some like drink champ shit. Like, all right, let me give my man his flowers. I need flowers. These are virtual flowers for you.
Give me some merch.
But I got you.
Give me some merch.
But nah, for real, like you've been impacting people, like changing people's lives, like giving people first times. Like you're a legend from now on forever, even if you stop today. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate that. And it's the same with you. And it's like my biggest thing is like now, if I'm in town, I expect to be working. Like I expect wherever I'm at to be something that could be conducive to what we trying to do out here. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm somewhere and they don't know who I am, oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Oh, that's the dopest shit in the world. And like, sometimes you can do that locally. You just go to like an all-white bar. And now I'm just the black guy. I'm not I'm nobody. I'm the guy that's cheering for the Phillies with them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But like, those times be refreshing. But like, on a regular, I know that like, we just working every day. Yeah. Every day we 100%. Working. Like, at the end of the day, it's not to me. I can't get drunk. It can be 3 a.m. Somebody's going to want to drop. Or I'm going to have a business conversation. Yeah. Even if I'm wasted. Yeah. And I'm going to tell them, make sure you hit me up this week because I'm drinking. Yeah, make sure you hit me in the morning. Make sure you follow up with me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not drunk enough that I said something I didn't mean.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm going to probably forget. Yeah. But like, that's the lifestyle at this point. Because it's like, damn, I've been on camera from 5 to midnight. 1 a.m, I decided to get in my world. Right. And then all of a sudden, it's like, yo, real quick, let's no problem, bro.
It's all about balance.
No problem.
Just having that water.
Yeah. But like I said, man, for somebody that wants to do what we do, always make sure you keep account of your comfortability. Yeah. We like to say that when we sit here saying that we believe in constantly running and we know that every day we working, make sure that you know when you need a fucking break. Yeah. Because we
all need breaks for sure.
It's a very small percentage of that network that you building that you could call when you crash. Yeah. So you got to balance that out and take care of the people that you can call when you crash while you building that network.
100%.
don't forsake them and have them feel like, oh, now you need me.
yeah, for sure. Definitely stay tapped in with your people.
Man, let them meet their favorite people, man.
Especially because everybody going through something. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody be thinking they the only one, but you not the only one that's going through something. So just tap in with your peoples. You know, just say what's up. Yeah,
and
for sure.
Even in your darkest times, you blessed because
100%.
You recognize them and you can do something about them. You know what I mean? For a majority of people, some people, it is what it is, and you know what? We pray for y'all. But when you somebody that can make something happen, don't be mad because you got a setback. Figure that shit out and get back.
Because really, like, I've learned, if you breathing, you blessed. Every day that you breathing, you can figure it out no matter what you're going through. And this is for everybody who's going to be watching this. If you've made it this far, first off, thank you. Thank you for watching Sippin' with Sammie. Thank you for watching my fucking interview. You know what I'm saying? Check out my books, officially out right now. Make sure you download my app, STUDIOVIEW, on all Apple devices.
That's
coming to Android soon. But for real, if you breathing, man, you are a blessing. You can change the world. You are amazing. You could do all things. Like, do not forget that, because I think sometimes that we forget that.
Testimony though, because you went through a lot in 2019, and enough that you could really call it hell.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I saw how you carried it, and I know that you weren't immune to it. I saw your energy and all of that, deal with it, but I never saw you stop being good to people or pull yourself away from people or do any of those things. I saw you get some new tattoos.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also didn't see you wilding out, getting drunker than usual, or starting with people. You know how people get when they going through dark times. I didn't see any of that from you. So for you to get that testimony, I think you're the perfect person to give it, especially because you're a young man. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's something that motherfuckers say when they've been through it all. You've been through enough at this point that you can recognize that, and that if anybody should say it on this platform, it's you.
Yeah. So
it's you.
If he didn't tell you, then you know what I'm saying, that's basically it. I want y'all to just know that, like, anything that y'all going through, you can beat. You know what I'm saying? You still got a lot of years left on your life. You know, you just got to look at it at the bigger picture and not the minor details. Because if you look at your life at a microscope level and you look at everything that you're going through, you can get flustered, you can crash out.
You
like,
stuck there.
You just got to look at the bigger picture on what you're going for, what you're going after. And if you ain't there yet, then you know you got to get up, keep working, brush yourself off. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new 24 hours to change your life. You feel me? So use them.
Shout out the new additions to the family.
Oh yeah, so shout out to my wife. Shout out to Brianna Lanye. Shout out to La La Vegan. And shout out to my beautiful daughter Layla. I love you, baby.
Shout out to Layla in the cut.
Yeah.
In the cut.
Factory.
Nah, man, but how's that having a beautiful baby girl?
Yo,
wife.
Like, every time I talk about my daughter, I damn near like tear up, for real.
And your legacy in a real way.
Yeah, like my daughter has changed my life. Like I'm a whole different person. Like, I look at life differently. I'm more open. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attached to hate. Like, you know what I mean? If you feel some kind of way towards me, this is for anybody who's even gonna watch this. If you feel some kind of way towards me, I'm over it.
I don't feel that way.
Yeah, like, life is just too short. It's too much going on. Like, we got too many blessings in front of us.
I ain't gonna lie. Most people that feel some kind of way about me, even if I feel a way about them, it's not the way they feel about me.
Yeah, so
I'm just different. Like,
it don't even mean nothing, man. I'm on a whole different wavelength.
I'm more reactive than anything.
And I would want this for everybody. So whatever makes you feel like this, whether it be having a kid, whether it be recording music, whether it be shooting a podcast, whether it be filming, do it every single day, because it's a different kind of feeling, yo. Like, being a dad has completely changed me.
But like, and that's the thing, like, the energy that you accept is the energy that you take home, right? Mm-hmm. And we can woo-side before we get out the car and all of that, but you still walk in with that chip on your shoulder.
100%, yeah.
So she don't deserve for nobody to own that much of your mental real estate.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's a different understanding that you gained from that.
Yeah.
But I think that people that don't have children could start leaning in that direction. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Just realizing that even if you're not taking it home to somebody, it's holding you back. The more energy you give to negativity, the more that you're somebody that is now don't have a million people watching you, but you got all these haters. you worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah, drain it. Like,
because trust me,
like,
you ain't
just let
got
it
that
go.
many, and they don't matter.
It's so much shit in life to be happy for that the bad shit don't even matter.
It's
that
like,
shit don't even mean nothing.
What percentage?
Half of the time, people don't even be on half of the shit that they be talking about. So you're wasting your time bringing that energy towards you anyway.
And
you might as well just leave it alone.
You letting them play Geppetto with your life.
Yeah.
People like to pick with people and make them react to it and say, I did that.
Yeah.
It was my comment that made her cut her hair off. It was my comment that made him stop hanging with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they take credit for that, right or wrong.
Facts.
They gonna own that, and they gonna talk about it until they die. The biggest thing they ever did was thought that they did something to you.
Mm-hmm.
How much of your energy do they deserve?
All promo is just promo, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why you just gotta let it be, because your imprint is your imprint. If they tagging you every time they say something about you, trust me, the sponsors and the brands see that you got traction.
Yeah.
That's what they see. It's the Howard Stern effect. 50% of his audience hated him. They all paid the same.
Bitch, that nigga. I don't even want to get it. That shit get a little touchy for me. Look, bitch, buy my book, bitch. You know
man,
my book.
buy my book. But no, it's business. Everything is about. Sure. It's just like when we was talking about the names. The first thing I said was, well, how much traction did I have under the one day before I had to give up the other name?
Right.
Because if we trading it in for a bigger thing or a different thing or a whole new lifestyle, then guess what? I get back to that name or not.
Yeah, because I'm letting go of everything that name
it
came
don't
with.
matter. Like you said earlier, it's about legacy. Like, if I could add something on sooner than later, I'll sacrifice something vain for that.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just not altering my body. Don't be out here thinking I'm supposed to get liposuction for y'all motherfuckers.
No.
I heard that's the new thing.
No, BB. What was it? BBDs for guys? Is it BBDs?
That's
y'all
like
in the
BBDs.
Front.
Oh, y'all better leave yourself alone, man. You dudes is gonna have all type of dysfunctions by the time you're 65.
Man, look,
like,
man,
I don't understand what's
go vegan, read books, exercise, smoke weed.
But why
be good to people?
Why do vegans think that they can make a mushroom anything?
Cause you can't. Yo, mushrooms is good. Cause I ain't even gonna lie. But
I
don't even want to get into this whole because everybody be coming at me because I'm vegan now. Yo,
but you're not gonna tell me that mushroom is a steak.
Try it. All I got to say, ooh la la vegan. OOHLA.
I'm gonna ask you all the surface questions that we ask vegans. Why you need a steak if you vegan?
Look, we're gonna save that for a whole nother episode. My wife is on here. She's gonna defend my case.
You wanna bring her up? It's like, nah, I ain't gonna believe her.
Right. She's like, oh, don't come in like that.
She ain't come in expecting.
Nah, but for real though, so ooh la la vegan, man. They make some different kind of food that make like mushrooms taste like steaks. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how they do it.
Why does it have the steaks? I can't taste like mushroom. And you
because in a human mind, we've adapted to these names on what we call these things.
So when does it stop? Is it like weaning yourself off, or is it like forever?
We're just psychologically making a different name for it that we understand, but it's still familiar to people that's not vegan.
All right.
Yo, I like how I just. Yo, I need a Grammy. I need to be like the next
bars.
Vegan. Yo, I need to be the next vegan spokesman. So, whatever big vegan company is out there, email me.
It's funny you say that because like I could literally see you being a life coach or inspirational speaker like in front of crowds.
Oh yeah, I would.
I could see them renting out conference rooms for you to hype people up.
I would definitely do that.
Excited about
I would definitely do that because I feel like people. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. People need it. Like people need to hear it from somebody else who been through it. Like feel me? I've been through it. I wrote 2 books and now I feel great. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could do it too. Like I had bad shit going on in my life and I sat down and I was just like, I'm taking this energy that I got that made me upset and I'm gonna put it into something else. I literally wrote that book. I was upset and I wrote that book. And then I was going through something, I wrote that book. Mm-hmm. So that's what I want to teach people. Use whatever bad shit you're going for and use it for productive energy and watch what you get out of it.
And I ain't gonna lie, like shout out to Fine Productions. I've hosted main stages at big festivals, thousands, 20,000, a bunch of people out there. Fun, smooth. Had to speak in front of 30 high school students.
That's a whole different kind of energy.
Like, I'm thinking about what everybody is thinking about that's looking at me. Like I cared way too much because I was them. So I can't even be mad at the one that's trying to go to sleep, or the one that's trying to be too cool, or the one that keep fucking with that little girl next to it. I can't be mad, but I'm catching all of it. It's like I can't even focus. Like, I think I stuttered more that day than I did that year.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm actually interested in doing reading my book for schools.
I got some plugs for you.
Yeah.
I got a few different ways we can go about it, actually.
Yeah, I'm definitely with that.
So let's make that happen. And I got somebody from out of town that wants to come up that you might could help out, that y'all can swap.
Yeah.
So like I said, there's a few different angles. Just remind me.
Okay, for sure.
I'll help you figure that out. That's not a problem at all, man. So Cutty, as a grandfather, has accomplished what? Business wise.
Opening up a community center inside of New Jersey. I got this $3 million community center idea I want to do. A 3-level.
What section?
Edgewater Park, if possible, but if not Edgewater Park, then at least somewhere in like South Jersey that makes sense. Because I had an after-school program that I went to when I was living in Lakewood, and it was cool. So I think bringing that to the kids, and then I lost someone close to me at a young age that if they had an after-school program to go to, they just had something to do, they wouldn't have been doing that, and they wouldn't have been where they at. You know what I'm saying? So if we could open up a community center, that's what Grandpa gonna be doing. He gonna be in there playing 2K or something, you know what I'm saying, with all the kids. Like back in my day, let me tell y'all what I was doing. I was hosting shows.
No, but it's cool shit there too, because you got the Parents Association and the Neighborhood Association, and you at a position where you deal with them, and you make bigger things happen to bring into the community center and things like that that'll still have you kind of feeling like you're doing what you're doing now, because you're dealing with keeping things in motion, and getting on productions at a different level. And
it's really about bringing into the youth.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what you will be doing is feeding into that hub. But that hub is something that the kids are going to talk about until through their adult. They're going to learn, they're going to build, they're going to grow, they're going to figure out what they're good at.
Yeah. From like 12 to like 18, that range right there, I think is real important. So building just a place for them to go, a place where they can just create, a place where they could just, let go. You got a
dance studio and Wi-Fi, you probably good for 12 to 18.
Yeah. Hey, look, then let's make it happen. So I want all of that in there. So all kind of, advancement things. If they want to be like an entrepreneur, if they need help with homework, whatever, if they just want to get away because they, house is troubled, they got a place to be at.
You'll be able to do that because your network will feed that perfectly. You'll have a bunch of professionals and a bunch of people that have aspects to speak to that they care about. Yeah, that'll come through there, run programs, or at least speak. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So that'll be dope. I like that for you. I like Grandpa Cutty. I fucks with him. So, I fucks with him.
And that's just one of many. So of course, having the real estate and everything else, just giving my daughter the pathway to doing, another avenue in life. When I was coming up, I was always told, go to college, get a job, and that's it. My daughter's gonna come up on, well, what do you want to do?
Exactly.
So
and that's dope.
That's gonna be my grandpa.
You already better than Brett Favre.
Well, that's better.
Because you trying to build a gym without the welfare money, and you ain't never made Brett Favre. You already ahead of the curve. Yeah. You good. Your daughter gonna have a whole gym, and it ain't gonna come out the backs of poor people.
Nah. Definitely not. We're looking to give back.
That's fly. And I know you're gonna do it because you haven't failed in anything that you've ever told me you were trying to accomplish, and half of the things that you've done, you didn't even give me a heads up about. Yeah. So that means that you just move. And that means that you'll be fine. Yeah. You'll be perfect, and so will baby girl. Yeah. So
I'm definitely excited.
Matter of fact, first, tell them where to follow you.
Oh yeah, man. Look, y'all can follow me at first. Check out my website, theofficialcutty.com. You can get you a Cutty card. We got season 3 coming. You can get you a book, How to Become the Perfect Artist. You can get my second book, Guppy, which is officially out right now on theofficialcutty.com. You can go to all Apple app stores, download StudioView, book studio time anywhere in the country directly from your phone. If you're a studio, you can sign up for free. You can list your studio for free. People can find your studio wherever they are inside of your location. So sign up. It's free. And, follow me on Instagram at theofficialcutty and on Twitter, officialcutty_.
That part. This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. Yeah. And I'll see y'all next Thursday.
Jersey.
That part.
clear the F. Dally all you want, we're running. Trying to make clear the path. Focused on our surroundings. Feed the block or clear the F.
Lucky lefty, be sure you bet me. My hook mean, my slide dream. Eyes never clean, never clear, never stop roaming. I got forever fears, healthy paranoia, balanced by marijuana. Sleep been lost to trauma, up 10 years and counting. My brain storms while y'all snoring, never got sheep counting. But I fell asleep, counting type of you call slipping. Lazy eyes, CBSN, them hits keep slipping, keep hitting. Uptown, might as well keep dipping. Four corners cover the board, I keep some kings with me, queens with me, the town too, the Ruben scene with me. If we can't figure it out, got the Yamins with me. With me, with me.
Dally all you want, we're running. Trying to make clear the path. Focused on our surroundings. Feed the block or clear the F. Dally all you want, we're running. Trying to make clear